Welcome back to my channel for a short Leica episode, which is a follow-up to my recent video on the Leica SL3S and the Leica SL3's autofocus system. And here I talk quickly about one menu entry, which is called follow focus. I'm here in video mode on the camera, you see this. And if I go here into the focus mode, I have here follow focus. And I promised to make a dedicated video on that feature because this is probably one of the most interesting features for videographers if they own a Leica SL3 or Leica SL3S. And the clip you just saw at the very beginning of the video is a typical situation of a technique called focus pull. And here the focus is placed in a very smooth and soft way from one subject to another subject, and in this case to another subject. So I have three different subjects here, and this is very hard to achieve by manual focusing. So why not setting up a sequence, programming it, and then when you record the video, starting it and just playing the sequence. And that's exactly the feature Leica has implemented here, and this video is how to use it for your own benefit in your own videography with the Leica SL3 and the Leica SL3S. It's exactly the same on both cameras. I have here in front of me the Leica SL3S, but you can do exactly the same with your Leica SL3. Let's kick this off. Alright, so just a quick reminder at the beginning of this video, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so, hit the notification bell, share my videos to other photographers and photography enthusiasts, and in this way help to grow my channel. And now let's go right into the topic. First, let's see in the control screen what I've set up here. I'm in video mode. First of all, I could swipe back into photo mode, but this is about videography, so I stay in video mode. Then if we go into the control screen, I'm here on autofocus continuous, I'm on field autofocus mode, I'm on center weighted metering, and I'm in aperture priority and shoot widest open at f2.0 because then you see best based on a shallow depth of field what's going on when the focus is changing, in the same way as you saw it in the clip at the very beginning of the video. The follow focus feature is under focus mode, and you see here we have intelligent autofocus. I mentioned that in my last video on the Leica SL3 and SL3S when we looked into tutorial type content. Autofocus single, continuous, manual focus, and in video mode, not in still image mode, I have follow focus. And if I go into that, there are a bunch of settings. And first of all, there is focus position. And I can program here three different positions where the focus is changing between these positions, and I can set it up as a program sequence. So when I hit the record button via the shutter button here, I can start that sequence, and then it plays this automatically, which, as I said before, is very hard to achieve manually. Going back in the menu, we have here a bunch of other settings we can do. For instance, start follow focus with recording. That means the moment in time I press the shutter button here and push it down, the camera starts recording and the sequence starts. I don't do this. I rather have it actually with the soft start button you saw before. We are going to see that in a moment. I can choose between different speeds. So that's the speed, how fast or how slow the focus is changing from one subject to the other. And you see I have half a second. That's pretty fast. 1 second, 2 seconds. That's what I'm going to use for my demonstration purposes here, 4 seconds and 10 seconds. So let's choose 2 seconds. I think that is best for demonstration. And then last but not least, if the follow focus sequence is played and comes to the end, where do I want my focus mode to return to? And here you can say to the previous setting, so whatever I started with, it returns to that. I can also say it should, after the sequence is played, go into manual focus, continuous focus, autofocus single, or intelligent autofocus. And that's what this basically is. I choose here previous setting. And now let me show you how you set this up and program it. So I can go to this part of the demonstration. We are going here into focus position. Then it takes me into live view and I get these three different positions here. I can set up an exit soft button and a start soft button. I can of course also enter this mode for programming the different positions by going into the control screen and then going here into autofocus continuous. That's what's currently setting up. And then I go here into follow focus. And then it will also give me that menu where I can set up these positions. Now I have a little pen here which is good for touchscreen, so I can focus precisely. Let's start the focusing sequence here at the NFS phase and let's call this position 1. And now I can confirm, and then without any delay, it will focus at Jennifer's face, or I program a little delay of a few seconds here, and then it hesitates, has this delay of 7 seconds, and then the focus goes to Jennifer's face. Let's keep it without a delay for the moment, so I confirm this here. By the way, I'm showing you something else in a moment. Let's go for the second position. The second position I want to have at the Witcher here in the background. So here he is. We say this is position number 2. I can confirm. And the first tab here on that checkbox hook here is actually showing me the distance to my subject. And to the Witcher, it's 0.85 meter. That's the additional feature I wanted to show. So let's confirm now. This is position number 2. And you see on focusing on Jennifer's face, focusing on Witcher's face, there is 0 seconds delay. Let's now go here to my third subject. Let's focus on her face. Let's say this is position 3. And this time, let's set this up for a little bit of a delay. Let's say it's 3 seconds. So we confirm first, we get the distance to the subject, 0.59 meter. We finally confirm, and position 3 is set up. And now I can start the sequence. Let's do this. It will focus on Jennifer's face. It will focus on the Witcher's face if you look here. And then we have the delay and a countdown here of 3 seconds, and then it focuses on my third subject. Simple like that. That's basically all this is about. Now I can start my video recording by the shutter release button. You will see the red frame, which indicates me that it is recording. You see here the time counter, and now I can start my sequence. So it will focus on Jennifer's face, softly switch focus to the Witcher, delay by 3 seconds with a countdown here, you see that, and then focusing softly to my third subject's face. And that's the way it goes. I can now stop the recording, and now we can play the clip, of course. So let's go here into play mode. And then let's go into play here, and then there is my little pre-speech. I put the volume down to 0 so you don't hear anything. At a certain point in time, it will start the sequence. That was when the moment in time I hit the start button. You see Jennifer's face is in focus. Then with 2 seconds speed, the Witcher's face, 3 seconds delay, and then the focus switches to my third subject's face. And that's the way it goes. And then I stopped recording. Simple like that. If you want to have a different sequence and, you know, maybe start with the lady on the right-hand side whatsoever, you can do this all now here with these features. As you saw, you always have position number 1, position number 2, position number 3. For all 3, I can set up a delay. Here it was 3 seconds, or I leave it to 0. And I have a soft start button and an exit button. So let's do one more sequence here, and then I will conclude the video. But it's always good to show it twice, because I'm typically very fast in what I'm saying and showing. Let's go here into exit, and then let's access this again from the control screen as I showed before. Let's say now we go here to follow focus, and we go back into the live screen. We get these positions. Let's this time start to focus here on the right hand side. Let's confirm the focus. Let's go and say this is position number 1. Let's not have a delay. Let's confirm it. The distance to my subject was 0.58. Now it's 0.6 meter before. Let's confirm this. Let's now switch focus to Jennifer in the middle. Say this is position number 2. The distance to my subject here is 0.42 meter. Let's confirm this and lock it in. Let's go to the Witcher in the background. Let's position this here on his face. This is right. Let's say this is position number 3. Let's not make a delay this time. Let's go here to 0. Let's confirm this. 0.81 meter. This is not so precise and accurate in terms of distance scale, but it gets the job done. And now let's start the sequence. Let's first of all record and start video recording here. Let's pull the sequence. We'll see the right hand side lady is sharp first, then without delay it switches to Jennifer in the middle, and then without delay it switches to the Witcher, and now the sequence is completed. Alright, that's it. I wanted to make a short tutorial on that feature. Some people asked for it. I hope I made it clear how it is working and you can use it in your videography, being creative with focus pull techniques. And Leica has given us a fantastic tool here in the SL3 and the SL3S, which you really should leverage for your benefit. If you liked that video, don't forget to drop me your thumbs up. Stay tuned on my channel. There's always more to come. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and healthy. And of course, peace out.